Yeah. Hey yo, on the voices. We are the voices in your head. Get my podcast, leave them dead. Laugh too hard, now your brain gone numb. Kick drum, hit like a shotgun drum. Bet, bet, bet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bet Mike Podcast After Dark. This is episode 3, a special edition of the Bet Mike Podcast, where not only do we talk about all things irrelevant and the irrelevant when it comes to contact and combat sports, half pro wrestling, half profanity, but on these particular ventures in broadcasting, we bring in a very special guest. We got a great guest for you, ladies and gentlemen, and you, Mike Zeke, this evening. But the most important thing that we do here week to week is our check-in. Mike Zeke, my best good friend. How are you?
I'm great, brother. How are you?
Better than I deserve to be.
You say that every week.
Well, but this is the truth. I'm surrounded by good friends and good people. We got our producer. We got Angebeld, and you, plus our special guest, somebody who has been what we call a patriot of the Ben Mike Podcast since the Attitude Era. That's right, the Attitude Era, where it was at this time of year about 250,000 degrees Fahrenheit. We didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of it. Now that we're on our upward trajectory, it does my heart good pleasure to bring this individual back in, see where we're at, but also see where he happens to be at in his personal career in just 3 days' time, and this will air after the fact.
Yes.
So you guys will already know the results of this matchup, but in 3 days' time, this individual will be involved in a triple threat match with the chief executive officer at Imagine Wrestling, Kato, in his final match, and the current Imagine Heavyweight Championship title holder, champion, you can call him, the Sideshow Psycho, Malaki, Gage. They're going to engage in combat in a 3-way dance. Yeah, there you go.
WCW reference.
To determine who's going to hold the most prestigious title in all of independent wrestling right now. And I do believe that's the Imagine Heavyweight Championship title. I'd like to bring in my best good friend, another one of my best good friends. I have many best good friends, but also a guy who's been with us since day one-ish, and that is all that, Braden Elliott.
What's up, dude? How are you? Good. Welcome to the show. Very nice. Thank you.
And you know I love you. I love you. All right. Braden Elliott, we are absolutely delighted that you're gracing us with your presence. I know you got a lot on your mind and a lot, going on in your life right now with this, championship title match pending. Thank you for joining us. But I'd like to help you relax and me relax by a libation celebration. And that's this right here. Put your finger on your tab and we're going to open. Mike Z, count it.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, the cool, crisp, refreshing taste of a Diet Coca-Cola.
Pending sponsorship?
Hey, I hope so.
Man. So glad you're here, man.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, got you down here. Finally, we got this together. I've been telling you for months. Hey, man, getting the studio together. Hey, man, you'll check in. Hey, man, how's that studio coming? Almost there.
I
finally here, man.
I'm so sorry that it took me so long to come back.
Hey, all good, man.
You're a busy man.
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Tell me about this Spartan Spartan race. What is this?
Are you familiar with a triathlon?
Yes.
Yes.
So it was a 5K. You had to, the first mile and a half, you had to just run up the side of a mountain. It was at a ski resort. You just run up the side of this mountain. You get up to the top, and then you have to do stuff like you pick up a big stone, you got to walk it down. You're in mud the whole time, so you're just kind of like traipsing through everything.
So you did landscaping.
A little bit, yeah. I'm making big holes in the ground, throwing this rock down, climbing up like a tethered rope, and going down the other side, climbing up walls. They're like this, and then you're going down the opposite side and going over the top. You pull yourself up on ropes. You're pulling sandbags up in the air with a rope. Crazy stuff. You're army crawling like 40 yards up the side of a hill, under barbed wire.
Jesus.
Um,
Were you a sheriff's deputy when you finished this affair? Let me ask you this: you were there with how many other friends of yours?
3.
Were you making it a point to slag behind to stay with them? Because I noticed your
Yes,
time
absolutely.
was not nearly as good as what it should have been. Why are you slowing down for them?
We went in as a team.
Oh my
We're gonna
God!
finish as a team.
He is a baby face, ain't he?
Hmm.
I'd have left
the
those
epitome.
pricks in the dust.
Did I did.
If I was you, if I was me, I'd have eaten a half-live chicken leg and drinking a beer or whatever they give you.
I don't know.
Rooting everybody on. Good job,
I thought it was
guys.
great.
I did look through the photos from this past weekend. Did I see a photograph of you jumping over some flames?
Yes,
Over
that was
fire.
the last obstacle. You have to run over flames.
Okay, so I'm going to put that in right here for the viewers.
They're not even trying. They're like, oh, we're just gonna set some shit on fire. You gotta jump.
I
over.
just see him
We're just gonna
looking.
fire shots at you. Just dodge the bullets.
He's just looking straight ahead. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I look. I'm like, what's he jumping over? I was like, fucking fire.
Is that where he looked just like Mario?
Yeah, but I mean,
He's
he's
a
straight.
baby,
But he's
baby.
looking straight.
Somebody said I look like Hulk running.
Now, listen. I think the next time that you do it, you go. I want to see because they track you on your little electronic monitor.
Rest.
Oh,
Rest.
see,
Yeah,
they used to
okay.
have it on a front plate.
Like the
You
heart
see-
rate monitor.
No. It tells you what your time was when you finished and how you
okay.
compared to everybody nationally. It's really cool, actually.
Oh,
I pulled up on my app on my phone.
No
Yeah.
shit.
So you
Okay.
pull it up and it lets you know kind of. I think you need to do yourself the service of seeing what your best time could be.
How many times a year do they do it?
Just
they're
that.
all over the country.
Okay, so you could, in theory, train for one that's coming up a couple months from now. That's drivable distance. For
He
you
was
to wanna
over
go and
prepared
do
for
it.
this one.
There is the thing where you can do like there's 3 different ones. There's the 5K, the 10K, the 15K. If you do all 3 in a calendar year, you get a medal from the Spartan.
Are you planning on doing that?
Not this year. Next year, it's definitely a
Now
possibility.
wait a second. Here's what I want to do. I will agree to do the Spartan race with you,
Okay.
but I'm not doing any of this pansy hanging out for Mark Calloway in the back of the line. Not Big Cal, but he has a friend of his, and I don't. Was he? He wasn't there. I don't know. Your friend Mark Calloway that works with you at the thing.
No.
But we go as hard. I want you to blow me away, and I'm going to try to blow you away, and we'll make it a friendly. And Mike Zeke, you should join as well, and this should be.
Nope.
No, you have
I'm
a
just
year
gonna
to
go on
train.
record right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on record right now. You'll never see my fat ass doing anything like that.
Hey,
I'll
wait a
support
second.
you, but you'll never see me doing anything like that. I like to stay in my lane when it comes to my fitness goals.
objection.
I don't get hurt that way. I'm over 35 now, so I no longer do any
Tell
presses
me
more
about
than
it.
20 pounds for fear of tearing my shoulders apart. So I'll gladly support you in your
Is that
journey.
a personal fear, or is that something I have to look forward to at 35?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay. Wow. All right. That's
Well,
disappointing.
I don't know, because you've been in great shape your whole life. I have not always been in a great shape
Okay.
my whole life, so I think you'll be okay. 40, you probably should refrain from doing anything over like 40 or 50 pounds.
Okay.
That's right, you.
Braden, talk to me about this
Peptides, baby.
Little, wait a second. Talk to me about this little addition here.
It's
It's
QB1.
It's QB1.
We're gonna put that in there. Yep, QB1's here.
So, what made you make this particular selection?
Well, Cody's the guy. Should every professional wrestler to inspire to be right now?
I agree.
So I mean, I feel like if I had to pick one, Cody's my guy. He should be everybody else's. I think. I mean, that's your opinion, but I don't know. I think we're going off the top guy in the business. That's where I want to be. Top guy at this level right now. I think like that's kind of the guy to idolize yourself.
Oh, and I tell you, you cut a hell of a fiery promo. Tonight's promo, I mean, and you, ladies and gentlemen, will see this sometime after, but it was Wednesday, the 15th of July. Am I wrong on that? 16th? 15th. So 15th of July, go back and look at the Imagine Live from the Dojo. Check out Braden Elliott's promo, but really some of that in there, right? The exemplifying what professional wrestling should be by example and hard work. So I noticed.
I
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I wasn't in the house for the show. I was off the show, but I got to watch it back.
And
I
you
started
deserve to
halfway
have a
through.
night off too, though.
I had some prior commitments for some things, but I was able to start it right at the tail end of the main event. So I did get to see the closing words between yourself and Malaki, Gage, and Kato ahead of your triple threat match here in just 3 days.
Was this my night that I went from undesirable to undeniable?
I mean, you've, in my opinion, especially with your appeal with the Imagination or the Imagine Wrestling core audience, have always been, in a lot of ways, undeniable. So I don't know.
You may be undesirable to certain individuals in the locker room, and I think you kind of alluded to that in your promo tonight. But I don't think that applies to the fans that are supporting you and the people that support you and love you. You know what I mean?
The mother lovers who buy tickets.
Yeah.
And that's who matters.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about the final match.
Yeah. Good luck Saturday, man. Let's talk.
Go wait, bleed right into it. Like I said, the results will already have been come and gone, so they will know what has happened. But what are your thoughts leading into such a high pressure situation where you know that your teacher mentor is having his final match? You're a part of that final match, but also the Sideshow Psycho Malaki Gage, current Imagine Heavyweight Champion, is involved in that match and not really ever given you any kind of break. You know what I mean? So he's coming for you. Kato's looking to make a final impression, which is a dangerous Kato. You got your friggin' hands full. What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna be honest. I have not been this nervous for a wrestling match in a long time. I'm always nervous, but there's a lot of nerves that go into this one because, and it wasn't like until earlier this week when one of my trainees said to me, I'm nervous for my first match, but it's not like I'm retiring my trainer or anything. And then it kind of hit me, and I was like, oh, this is like a lot of pressure.
That was
last
me.
Match. It wasn't me. But it's just a lot of pressure to like be someone's last match and be the lasting impression that like they're gonna leave in the business. Like I have to be there, and I mean I'm happy to be there, and I'm happy to share that moment with him. Ultimately, I'm coming for two things.
Does it dawn on you that there are the Bill Colliers out there, the DC Bentleys out there, the Dave Daniels, the Xander Graves, the Sebastians, the guys who have been trained but would really envy your spot right now, wish they could be where you're at, right? A lot of good talent that he has helped bring through their wrestling careers would love to be where you're at right now. Does that add to the pressure, or does it make you feel a little more distinguished?
It definitely adds to the pressure. Right now, I feel like the choice was made based off of the future. It could be any of those guys, but now it's about like what's next. He's looking at it like what's next for the company, and that's
finally no.
It would not be any of those other guys.
Yeah.
No offense, but no. At the end of the day, I'm coming for two things: one, the Imagine Heavyweight title, and two, Kato's spot as the standard Central Pennsylvania Wrestling.
Excellent. I mean, if you're going to aspire to something in wrestling, and you've talked before about how, you really embrace and enjoy what you're doing now, the idea of upward mobility and, doing this full time, there's a certain realization that you've made that it's harder to get into that upper echelon of the pro levels. But if you're going to do it and continue to do it and be useful doing it, to be a mentor, a role model to those that want to be at least where you're at, I think you should keep the dreams alive. We've talked about this many times. Mike, Zeke, I'd like to ask your opinion, knowing Kato as long as you've known. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts leading into being a, participant in, and he put you over on Bubba's podcast saying that he couldn't do any of this SHIT without you. Also put Dave Brown over, which is nice because somebody's got to put him over. I'm not gonna, but somebody else. But he's Kato, somebody who's been friend, mentor of yours, leading in his final match. Where do you stand as a conscientious observer?
I mean, it's kind of bittersweet in a sense because I kind of ask him all the time, how you feeling when I see him, and it's always like, like he keeps saying like, oh, this is it, buddy, this is it. I'm just like, we'll see. He's like, no, for real, this is it. And I didn't really kind of believe that until, having conversations with him over the last couple of weeks, especially into this last week, not being there today, hearing from you guys kind of like how everybody was, how he was kind of going into this weekend. And I won't get to see
very
him.
emotional. I don't think he would
Yeah.
not be upset with me saying that because he's been very open with it.
And I won't get to see him until Saturday. So I'll tell him how I feel kind of about the whole situation when we have our few seconds before we kind of get rolling on Saturday. But it's an end of an era, man. Obviously, he's still going to be a focal point in Central Pennsylvania as far as wrestling goes. Imagine Wrestling's not going anywhere, baby. He's just he's done on this leg for now.
What are your thoughts? Again, conscientious observer, which in my opinion means somebody who knows what the F they're looking at. That Braden Elliott is in that spot to guide Kato into his final match.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of poetic in a way. Like, and I know as much as you really wanted this to be just you two, there was always kind of this. Think of like Marvel, and you'll get this reference. Like Odin has Thor and Loki, two sons that he loves equally, but loves in their own way. Very much a similar situation to Kato, yourself, and Malaki Gage. It's been that since Imagine Wrestling opened its doors, and you two were the first trainees. Fast forward all these years later, we get to see this kind of play out in real time, in real life. It's kind of crazy to see, like, as an innocent bystander in all of this, kind of looking back and seeing, like, holy shit, like, we talked about this 5 years ago, like, things like this happening in the future, and we're here now. You would say it to me all the time, like, yeah, it's all I hear, yeah, it's all I hear. But, like, it's real now, dude. 3 days before the biggest match of your life.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
To this point.
Yes.
To this point. But I wish you luck, man. I do.
And as you're saying that, I'm kind of at a loss for words. That's why I'm so quiet over here. It's, like you said, it's kind of poetic, so I'm just kind of taking it all in.
Yeah, hey, man. You ain't got to explain yourself to us. We're glad you're here. If you have any last minute advice for him before he heads into this thing?
Not advice. I don't think it wouldn't be appropriate for a tag team wrestler to give advice on a match like this, which I have no frame of reference or length of experience in. But what I will say is, if I look back through the catalog of all the trainees that Kato was responsible for, and there have been many really stellar trainees, Matt Vandal. I do throw Sensational Sebastian in there. I do throw Xander Graves in there. Mm-hmm. I do throw the big star Dave Daniels in there. I'll even go so far as to throw guys like Squig and, other guys that maybe weren't quite as well known, but to me, I personally enjoyed watching them. I think they all deserve to be in a position of kind of like what they call a small town celebrity or a local star. They deserve their stardom. Nobody that I know deserves to be in that position to retire Kato as much as you do. And you have, to me, exemplified everything that is the chronic underdog story that epitomizes independent wrestling. No one ever thinks an independent wrestling federation is going to make it. They're never going to draw enough. They're never going to have enough people. And then slowly but surely it picks up steam. It picks up momentum. It continues to work. It continues to grow. It continues to refine itself. Look at the Imagine Wrestling Dojo live show from episode 1 to what we just did tonight. Progression, growth, stamina, whatever you want to say. It's picking up weight within itself. You've done that in your individual wrestling career. Came out as the professional. Very good, but very unsure of yourself. Really hard to break through to that next level of adoration from the fans. And then you had your Rad Boy arc. And that's when the fans really found the love that they would have for you moving forward. And then the breakup and the split and becoming all that, which is and I've said this to you before, what you do in the ring, there is 0 holes. It's maximum execution, second over second over second.
Oh, yeah.
Precision and focus with every step, move, punch, sell, whatever. It is an excellence of execution that is uncommon for independent wrestling. You said that tonight. And when you said that, I was like, F yeah, because that's exactly what it is. We aim to bring a higher class of wrestling to the Western Central Pennsylvania area. And you epitomize that. So if you're going to put this man who built this in the ring with somebody, you got to put him in the ring with that creation that he worked so hard to build. And you're it, dude. You're his Frankenstein monster. He threw that switch and threw the lightning into the bolts in your neck, and you went from professional to rad boy to all that, which all that and rad boy are kind of the same thing, but you know what I mean. Your singles career thereafter in a perfect harmony. It's poetry in motion. It's a symphony. It's an orchestra. It's opera. It's every stage show that you ever wanted to see live on Broadway. I love you, and I appreciate the fact that you're getting this match, and I know we're going to see something great.
I could not have asked anybody to say that better. So thank you. That is, wow. That's a lot. That
Sorry. Keep that in there. Don't cut that part out.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to. You have a shooting names in there. I gotta cut that. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Before you move on.
No, go ahead.
I've heard you guys say multiple times in the last few weeks that it's about retiring Kato. And there's something that I don't think either one of you guys have kind of heard him say. And I want to say this to you 3 days before this match. He is choosing to retire. You're not retiring him, and neither is Malaki. As much as it is about giving him the best match he could possibly have on his way out. In his mind, he's gunning for the championship. As important as I know it is for you to give him that, I know how much more important it is for you to regain the Imagine Heavyweight Championship. So don't lose sight. Don't lose sight of what this is really about for you.
will do.
Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Any closing thoughts before we move on to something that's not so nerve-wracking to all of us? Because I'm a box of nerves over here for this match.
Yeah, you know what? Real quick, just because this will be after. Thank you, Kato. Thank you, Ken, for all the years, all the help, everything you've done for everybody at this table.
I could have done it without you. I'm just kidding. We all love you, and he knows it.
He does. He does. Saturday's going to be special. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be a shifting of the gears for Imagine Wrestling as we know it. I'm excited for Saturday.
I'm taking the torch.
Sorry, Malaki Gage is a man of his craft, though. But I will say that, and I want to give you an opportunity to speak on him too. I'm guessing that even though you don't like him, I'm guessing you have some level of respect for Malaki Gage. Don't let me speak for you, though.
I have a fighter's respect.
I appreciate that.
For Malaki Gage.
I'm not saying you like the guy.
I don't. No, I'm not considering to say I like the guy. I don't like anything that he's done in the professional wrestling business. I think we are two completely different people. Somehow we've went to the same point in this business, but had very different paths. In a lot of ways,
Wait, similar paths, different routes. Honestly,
we were driving.
Man, you guys.
We're taking
Different journeys, but heading to the same destination.
If you could take what's it called, Superman and Bizarro Superman, this is it. It's this dude and that.
Hold on,
dude.
I'm sorry. Was Thor and Loki not good enough? A good enough reference?
No, it was good.
Superman and Bizarro.
Thor and Loki is pretty good.
No, you're right. I should have used the DC reference. I'm mad at myself.
Batman and the Joker.
Superman for putting it out there.
Huh?
I
Yeah,
think I'd rather be
Batman and Joker.
You made me from the 1989 version versus you complete
He's too
me.
like Clark Kent. He's too like Clark Kent.
I see some fucking Bale in him lately. He's
Oh,
coming
lately,
with that.
yeah.
He's coming with that edge.
Yeah.
Not Christian Bale, the Batman. Christian Bale. He's like, get out of my fucking shot. Remember that from Terminator?
Yes.
That's him. Screaming. Cue Ball pissed himself when he was cutting his promo.
Oh God. Whoa.
I'm sorry. Malaki Gage. Any
No.
finishing thoughts, words, regards for Malaki Gage? Because I don't want to leave him out because he is good at what he does.
I think we're going to look back in 10 years and think that he was a pivotal piece in professional wrestling in this area. But ultimately, I want people to remember that there's one guy who could be number one. and I want to be number one. And I will do everything that it takes, just like I've done everything that it takes the last 8 years, to be number one in this area. And I feel like I am a stand-up individual, and like I said tonight, I'll continue to do it my way, and to me, that's just the honorable way.
We're going to put that to the test because the questions that we engage in with you tonight are going to tell everyone about the true quality of your character. So I hope you're ready for that.
Oh, first game of the night, DC.
Okay.
Let's put our buddy Darren. Darren is at Darren is a nerve. Darren Mays asks the wrestling
Yes.
question of the day.
Thank you,
We
Darren.
will include him. We appreciate you and your channel. We are happy to help you grow. Hopefully, you'll help us do the same thing. But here's a wrestling question of the day from Darren Mays. 1 second.
Wrestling question of the day. Who is the greatest heel of the last 30 years? Let me know.
30 years is 19. What is it? 1996 until now. Am I wrong on that? Yeah.
30 years? No, you're right.
Yeah, okay. So 96 until now, the greatest heel. That is a difficult question. Braden Elliott, I'd love you to answer first, but as always, we can answer around you.
I got my answer.
All right.
Vince McMahon.
Holy shit.
It's hard to
There's no
argue
arguing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue that. On television, as far as the character, I mean, it's
Professionally
really hard
and
to argue
probably
that.
personally at this point.
Who didn't want to smack their boss around a couple times? You know what I mean? He played the corporate, fuck. That's not where I thought you were going with that.
Who would you have thought I said?
I was
Not
going to say,
Vince.
I thought you were going to say Triple H.
Yeah, I mean,
No? Not even an
I mean,
honorable
it's a
mention.
close second, but no, Vince just, it's so easy to hate him. And
Got
it's
that right.
literally professionally and personally. Like the stuff that he did outside of the ring, I think a lot of people still hold a gripe.
Now, wait a minute. Allegedly.
Allegedly. However, I don't know, just the character Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, I guess I should say.
yes, the
Just-
character.
Like
The
the
character.
the
Which
most
the character's
evil
pretty shitty
character in
shit too,
professional
so-
wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to argue that. Who do you have, DC?
Man, this was really hard for me, and
That's what
this
she
is very
said.
personal to me too.
That's also what she said.
I hate to say it, but I think my answer would have to be the Miz. Dude. I hate
Oh, wow.
when wrestling was dry, and there were some periods over the last 30 years where it was dry. He was the thing that I tuned in for as far as wanting to see him get his ass whooped. I hated the freaking Miz. And so I would continue to watch when nothing else, in my opinion, was palatable on those shows for Mike Mazan, including the real world.
In. Mike
And you know
Mazan in.
What's crazy?
Is that what
I
it is?
remember-
Mazan?
Mazan,
Okay.
yeah.
I remember that time being a kid, and that was one of the most one of the only entertaining things on wrestling at the time. And I was all for the Miz.
See?
I was not hating the Miz.
You didn't hate him,
No,
but he was a heel.
I hated John Cena.
He's a heel.
I don't know why.
Ouch, Bell.
His heel.
John Cena's like vegetables. I hated him when I was a kid. I love him as I get older.
But your answer
fought
is
the
excellent.
Wow. Huh?
Vegetales.
Yeah.
Everyone explosive diarrhea.
Since 1996.
96 until present day.
I have to pick one.
That's what Darren Mays says. At Darren is a nerd. Check him out. He's awesome.
Well, I'm breaking it up in the eras, but then I'm I'm narrowing it down. But just to give
What
you
about
a
the
quick answer.
attitude era?
Attitude era.
Cat Williams.
Man, I loved Edge as a heel.
Oh,
I love
yeah,
the
that's
Radar
another one.
Superstar.
Shit. That's tough.
And that's even that even goes far past him cashing in. That goes to him, beating Ken Kennedy, getting the Money in the Bank title or the briefcase again, cashing in on The Undertaker, having his matches with Taker. Main evented WrestleMania against The Undertaker, was the closest person to, I would say at that point, was the only person up until that point that was really kind of shown on television as a threat of beating the streak. Because they weren't really talking about the streak at WrestleMania 20 when he came back and wrestled Kane. They didn't really mention the streak when he wrestled Randy Orton at WrestleMania 21. It wasn't
the first one.
Was that the
The
first time
first
they
one they
really
talked
kind of
about.
mentioned it? Okay,
Randy made
so
a big deal out of it.
I figured it was around 21 or 22. For some reason, I thought it was Mark Henry.
Doc
at
Hendricks
22.
said, "I got an deal.
Hey guys, guess what?
Undertaker's undefeated."
For only $9.99, if you buy the show right now,
That's DC Bentley.
You get
in
a
5
Sunny
more
8 by
years with
10.
these cigarettes.
Jesus. Nah, I think out of all the heels, because we talk about, and I really liked him as a bad guy, but it was really enjoyable watching his matches with the guys he was working with as baby faces at that time when he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
So Edge is my pick.
All right, excellent. That was the wrestling question of the day from our friend Darren Mays. At Darren is a nerd on Instagram. Check him out. Really
Check him
cool
out.
guy.
Thank you, Darren.
Braden Elliott, are you a horror movie fan?
I'll watch one, but I'm not like super into them.
Ever been a fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise?
Not really.
Well,
I'll be completely honest.
News and notes. This is just news. Freddy Krueger, Freddy Krueger himself. I guess Robert Englund is coming back to the franchise for a movie that takes place just after Part 3. And this is going to be
Hold on. Did you fact check this?
Yes.
Robert Englund is coming back after
Yeah.
he said, I mean, I get big money will make anybody change.
It's not full makeup. It is CGI. So they're going to do the thing that they did for the Hulk. It is legit. I'll show you right now news feed. But what do you think of Robert Englund coming back?
I mean, if that's true, that's awesome. Do you want to see an 80-year-old man doing this role?
It's CGI. So
They won't have to do much for the makeup.
I mean, yes, but like at the same time, I think I talked to the Big Star about this after I sent it to you, because you had informed me that he had let you know. I guess it was I was a day behind on the news. New Nightmare on Elm Street movie in the works. Yes, they're reviving Freddy Krueger, but I don't see anything where it says anything about Robert Englund being attached.
this is
to
my
it.
understanding.
Okay.
But if it's wrong, more shall be revealed.
So I haven't seen the new Evil Dead movie, but there's an actor that's in the new movie. There's a still that's been kind of making the rounds on social media, and people were kind of like, "Oh, he would be a great Freddy." I sent it to the Big Star. He's like, "Yeah, I can see it, but I'd love to see Robert kind of get back in there." And I was just kind of like, "Really?" Like, as much as I would love to see, like, he's Freddy 100% through and through, but at this age now, even with CGI, knowing going into the movie it's CGI, wouldn't you want to just see them try it with a new actor?
See, now I don't hate that particular argument, but I will say Sir Ian McKellen was Magneto until the motherfucker was 175 years old. So
yeah, he's gonna be the new Doomsday movie too. So you have a point. Till you're fucking 90.
that's right. That's the rule. You can do the shit till you're 90.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
There is a Crystal Lake prequel television series coming out where it's going to focus on Pamela Voorhees. So, horror movie buffs, look out for the Camp Crystal Lake prequel starring Pamela Voorhees, where it talks about her personal saga with losing her son Jason. I'm sure that'll be great. Do you like?
I love Friday the 13th. I'm excited.
You bought me a shirt, so
I did. HHN last year. Jason Universe had a fantastic house last year. And honestly, and I'm just going to go out on a limb here for a second. Anybody that hasn't experienced Halloween Horror Nights needs to do it.
have you been?
I know you enjoy. You go to haunted houses though during the Halloween time, don't
yes.
you?
Yeah.
So anything you've been to, like I know you've been to a couple of the bigger ones. It's just like
Reaper's
that, but
Revenge. We went to that together.
Yes, we did. Yeah. And
We were like
that
10.
was the one in Philly.
No.
Is that where that's at? In
I
Philadelphia?
passed out on the way to and fro those trips.
Ah.
So
Jason's Woods.
It's so
or something?
crazy how
I
all
don't
these
even-
stories end up just lining up.
and then DC Bentley pissed himself. That's how they all end.
Well,
Or his pants were off, and yeah.
Gotta pull your pants off to piss yourself. I pull my pants off, piss directly into my sneakers. That's how I do it.
That's twice
The right
now.
way to do it.
Is that 2 separate times you've done that?
I do it every time. Machine gun time. Wait a second. Before we get to that, I had to eat some crow. I said that I was very confident and comfortable going into the Seth Rollins Braun Breaker cage match. So this is the barbell apology session. I owe Mike Zeke 2 barbell bars. Paying up, making good on the wager. So anytime that I say
Does
something's
he
gonna
not
happen,
know that they're bear bells?
is it bear bells?
Bear bells, yes.
Yeah.
We've been calling them barbells. We don't really talk correctly on this show.
No.
That's okay. Okay, all right.
Bear
You want one of
bells.
these?
Hell yeah.
Seems like when you shave your scrotum,
You can have that
and
one.
then you have some
Alright.
bear
I gotta
bells.
pay the Braden tax.
Yeah. So
That
those
is your better pay for being on the show.
eating
We
crow.
appreciate you being
This
on
is
the
our
show.
our
A few libations.
bear bell
Yeah.
apology segment. So enjoy. My bad. But let's go on to a new segment, machine gun style, rapid fire. I'm going to ask you guys 30 questions.
Gun Carl Anderson?
Just machine gun, just like a Tommy gun. I'm going to ask you questions. You give me one sentence answers. Each one of you is going to get the same question. Question number 1 when you're ready. Okay. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up? Braden.
Undertaker.
Shawn Michaels.
Braden Elliott. Favorite female wrestler growing up?
Kelly.
Lita.
Favorite male wrestler growing up?
The Undertaker.
Oh, sorry. Favorite male wrestler now. Sorry.
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, now?
Now, yeah.
CM Punk.
Favorite theme music, Braden?
Edges.
Is that Metalingus or?
Yes.
Okay.
The Game. Triple H. Motorhead.
All right. Favorite all-time professional wrestling promotion, Braden?
WWE.
Kind of hard to argue with WWE.
Is it really? You can. I love the.
Yeah, I'm gonna fake WCW.
I love DCW.
WCW.
I'm not gonna lie. TNA always holds a special
Oh,
spot in my
yeah.
heart.
See?
As the
There
guy
you
that grew
go.
up
A
in
little
that time
discussion.
period. Yeah.
Braden Elliott, favorite tag team of all time?
You go first.
Legion of Doom. The Road Warriors.
The Hardys.
You son of a bitch with them Road Warriors to the Hardys. All right, great.
Oh, what a rush!
Was that good?
Well. Number 7, favorite stable of all time, Braden Elliott.
DX.
Evolution.
Wow, there we go. A little dissension. This is getting a little complicated now. Number 8, your favorite professional wrestling angle of all time. This is tough. I will accept Montreal Screwjob, even though it wasn't necessarily.
That's a cop out.
That's even though it's not a wrestling angle.
Yeah,
Answer Braden Elliott. Got one?
I can give him mine if you, want.
You go ahead, yeah.
Mike Zeke, you're up.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels teasing that we were getting the DX reunion. Triple H turning on Shawn Michaels,
Yeah.
and we got 2 years of just disdain and hate from the cerebral assassin towards the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that was up there, dude. Really good angle.
I'm going to go with Triple H and Randy Orton going into WrestleMania 25 because as a kid, I actually believed Triple H got arrested.
I'm gonna say Mae Young
That's a
gives
good
birth to the hand. Number 9, least favorite female wrestler of all time, Braden Elliott.
Alicia Fox.
Why?
You say least favorite?
Yep, your least.
favorite.
I hated Luna Vachon when I was a kid. I didn't like her voice.
She
she freaked me out.
scared me.
Yeah, that's so. I don't say Luna Vachon when I was a kid. When I got to be about 15, I was like, I'd throw one on her.
You know who I didn't like when I was a kid, honestly? Like when I was a young teen,
right up my alleyways.
like
You're dark and scary.
I did not care for Molly Holly.
Really?
When I was young, I did not like she was a great heel. I hated her.
It's a shame. Poor Nora.
I laughed so hard when they shaved her bald at WrestleMania 20. I laughed so hard. For
Number
the
10.
business, baby. She's one of the boys.
Number 10. Least favorite male wrestler of all time.
Alberto Del Rio.
Ooh, okay, good answer.
I don't want to agree with you, but that
You should.
that's good.
He's like one of those like microwavable tacos like nobody wants.
Daniel.
I would
Pewter.
eat the fuck out of a microwavable taco.
Daniel Pewter. I said it.
I will say, and I feel bad about this now, but my least favorite wrestler, when I think about it, like I hated Heidenreich. I didn't find anything redeeming about that run. And then you watch the Lamb beat, and you just really feel bad for the guy because he's so sweet and nice. But he was not over at all at that time, and there were some killers in that locker room.
Will you accept Daniel Pewter as an answer?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Why not?
I mean, because it was for literally a cup of coffee. He got
Doesn't
the chop.
matter.
He got his ass chopped up like in the Rumble, and then was never on TV after that.
He was soft.
11. Favorite manager or valet?
Favorite manager of LA. Could this be like male or female, or just...
Yeah, male or female. The valet is going to be your females, obviously. Your Sunnies, your
You said valet, or did you say
manager or valet? It says.
Let me see.
Paul Heyman?
Yeah. I mean, in the spirit of picking somebody, since he said that, for valet, I'm gonna go with Sable.
Hard to argue Sable, but I'm a Sunny kind of guy. I'll take it now.
When DC
I'll go right
was
down.
too busy having sunny days.
I'll go right down to that correctional institution and get a conjugal visit offer right now. I don't care. I don't care if she does look like Griselda Blanco.
Well, you've ever had a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia. Do you think that's where they have her?
I'm older than
Where's
you
she
guys,
at?
so
I don't know.
yeah, who knows? I'm older than you guys, so obviously when I think manager, it's always got to beat the brain. I mean, I seen him at his best when I was a kid. So,
Honorable mention. I'm going to throw out Jimmy Hart because I think Jimmy Hart was a fantastic manager.
We've had a Four Horsemen on this before, so this shouldn't be hard. But Braden Elliott may not have been a present. The funniest moment that you've ever seen at a wrestling show, and that includes watching on television.
Oh boy.
And that's your Hunka Dunkin' Man and your Batista.
Wow.
Can I just go ahead and get mine out?
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
Look at me! I'm a Batista. I shoot lasers at my arms. Oh, put you. That's
Yeah,
That's the
personal favorite.
nothing tops anything Santino Marella has ever done on fucking television. I'm sorry. Sorry. I love you, Santino.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely forgetting something that I'm going to think about later. But like that was much funnier. But I don't know. I thought as a kid, I thought it was hilarious when Santino went over the top rope in the Rumble for like a
Oh,
second.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait,
He went through the rope.
Kane
Yeah.
popped him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
in the second. Oh, was it ready?
yeah.
Yeah.
When he had his
Literally
unibrow
1
and
second.
everything.
So this is a moment that I genuinely laughed out loud for a very long time, and it stands out to me as a funny moment, just because I was so young and I didn't laugh at wrestling because I didn't watch it as a comedy show. But there was a part when the NWO was taking over Nitro where they took over commentary, and Bobby the Brain Heenan got his fucking leg caught on a wire, and he was on top of the desk, and he just kept flailing his leg to try to get it. And it was so funny. If you have an opportunity to check that out, you will. I swear you'll
It's
laugh.
like the second or third time he's mentioned that. on
I
the
know,
show.
it's so funny.
though.
Your favorite gimmick that a wrestler's ever had?
The Undertaker. I mean,
Like the actual, because there's not a whole lot that's grim and dark about your current gimmick. So
no, but I was just mesmerized as a child of like that character.
excellent.
The question again?
Your favorite gimmick in all of wrestling?
I mean, again, hard to argue with The Undertaker, but if I had to pick something other than The Undertaker, I would probably go with Sting, like Crow Sting.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is going to sound crazy, but I talked about this, I think, either last week or the week before. My favorite gimmick, I love Juventud Guerrero. I really thought
Like when he was the Juice.
when he had the mask,
Okay, so before he was the Juice.
but after too, I really. And then you hear stories about how crazy he was, smoked LSD and took all his clothes off in Mexico City, and it's just like, yeah, he might be closer to DC Bentley in real life than anybody I know. But I love Juventud Guerrero. Your favorite memory from wrestling all time, Braden? From anything you've experienced watching, attending, or being in the ring?
One time when I was a child, at a house show, my cousin had me on his shoulders and took me up to the front row. Triple H and Jeff Hardy worked a tag match, and they were coming around, and Triple H saw me. I was dressed up like the Undertaker, and he came over and he said, "That's fucking cool." And then he called Jeff Hardy over to point it out, and it was just one of those moments that, like, stick. I was like 5 years old, and it was just so cool.
Hey, let me ask you this real quick, and I'll get to yours, but just real quick. We were at the Johnstown War Memorial, and I'm walking there, and then Kanan is dressed up like me, and you're dressed up like the Big Star, and we're all walking, and Tommy Dreamer comes, and he looks at me, and then he looks at your brother, and he goes, "Hey, you guys are both dressed up like the Macho Man." Do you remember that at all?
I do.
And I was like, oh, shit.
Tommy Dreamer thought you were a
He
parody.
didn't
of the
see you in
Macho
the
Man.
back.
No, he saw me. He, just,
Oh,
he,
damn.
he thought I was, a
He
fan
didn't see
dressed
it.
up because I was about the same height as Kanan.
Oh my god!
I don't know if that's true or not, but favorite all-time memory, Mike Z.
And this is in person or on television.
Just if you could epitomize your favorite memory of wrestling, it would be this thing, this memory.
Watching The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 again.
Solid.
Because that was a match that was well into my tenure in the business that now at my age I thought I was too smart for my own good, brother. Brother. But that match had me on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Excellent.
Like I really felt like I was 12 years old watching Shawn win the title again. Like obviously in this case it wasn't like a championship match, but I felt like I was 12 years old again watching that.
Think about how that match just changed the business.
Oh my god! You talk about having a match that happens in the middle of the card, and it supersedes anything else that happened before or after.
It changed the business for good,
Yeah,
and for bad.
it also kind of showed that there could be a story that is really big enough that it could main event a WrestleMania without it being for the championship. There have been matches that were, kind of said that they were larger than the championship, like the retirement match between the Warrior and Savage at WrestleMania 7. Like it was even put on Warrior's trunks that it's bigger than the championship.
Yeah,
You
you're
know
right.
what I mean? But that was the first time I
Good little
remember
piece
there
of
being
trivia.
a match. There's obviously some matches that have stuck out in the upper to mid card throughout the years. I'm not going to go through the Rolodex of them right now, but like that one, like you said, it kind of changed the business kind of going forward from that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one I wish I could go back and rewatch again and feel the exact same way I did the first time I saw it.
I've
Shout out Dustin.
Hey,
D-Block.
I've spoke on mine before. The dual taker salute at Bryce Jordan Center. There we go. And it is. He's hitting the taunt. He's hitting the hit stick, or what was that thing called? The joystick.
My frame.
I hope so.
How many did he do?
It's all wasted motion.
4.
There we go. You got your special up.
I'm gonna put you through this table.
Braden Elliott, your favorite pay-per-view that WWE puts on?
Ooh.
The Royal Rumble.
All right, Mike Z.
Well, that's also my pick, but I'll just pick WrestleMania since you
We
picked
can have
Rumble.
the same answer.
Mine
Well,
is
then it's the Rumble.
In Your House, Revenge of the Taker. They only did that one once. 16, favorite promo that you've ever seen? Braden Elliott. The pipe bong.
I was thinking that, but
Where the freak? Oh, I need a little tobacco. Gracias. I
Denada.
don't condone this.
Probably John Cena and Roman Reigns, the first one, where he really just cuts down Roman Reigns. I hated Roman Reigns at the time. I just love that promo.
This was before their match at No Mercy.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It was just
It's a good one. It's a really good one. And you got to remember at that time too, like your age at that point was kind of the same age I was at the height of Cena and Edge when they were having their feud. That's why it's so prevalent. Like I always talk about that specific time frame, like 2007, 2008. No, that's a great promo.
that one, like just because it felt real, but it also like then there's like the other one that sticks in my mind. Sometimes like I go back and forth is Dolph Ziggler with the whole like you can give and you can give and you can give, and sometimes the things you love don't always love you back promo, where he's just talking about the IC title and like why do you keep doing this? And it was just like that promo like hits hard just because it feels so genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say yours?
No. I would walk through the flames of hell to face you, Kane. The Undertaker, when he came back to face Kane at Mania, that promo, I fucking lost my shit as a kid. I mean, literally was standing on top of the couch going fucking nuts when he and honestly, that, and I don't know if it's on here as one of the questions, that stands to be one of my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time. Was that first Undertaker and Kane WrestleMania match. That story arc was unbelievable.
Can I tell you mine? Because mine's probably not one you're gonna be like, oh, like, why is it that?
Is it New Jack when he said, "Too less small for us to worry about"? OJ.
No, not.
I thought you would like that one.
No, and it's one because it was another moment that kind of got me. I didn't expect it. I got a lot left in the tank.
Oh,
When
yeah.
Mark Henry fucking teases his retirement,
Yes.
crying on fucking camera, "Daddy's coming home." Goes to that big hug on Cena. Fucking boom!
What do
World's
they call it?
Strongest
The
Slam.
Salomon jacket.
The salmon jacket. Yeah.
And we left off at your first professional wrestling memory. What's your very first professional wrestling memory, Braden Elliott?
I want to say Hogan coming out on SmackDown when he had just come back. It was right before he'd won the Undisputed title.
This blows my mind. I was in a hotel called the Belmar in Ocean City, Maryland when that happened, and I was effed up. So that just tells you the age difference. That was his first memory. I barely remember that, but I do remember that.
I was 12 when that happened. So
I was with, guess who I was with? Bling Bling Benny Benz. He was
shout
nothing
out
but
Bling
trouble.
Bling Benny Benz.
Orange Belt, you would not appreciate him on the podcast. He was nothing but trouble. He's a bad influence on us all.
He would love Benny Benz.
He may, but he would spoil Orange Belt.
I love Benny Benz.
He would be an Orange Julius before you know it.
I love Orange
I don't know what that
Julius's
means.
too. You ever have one?
Yeah, well, an Orange Julius?
They're delicious.
Hundreds of times. First wrestling memory, Mike Z.
Seeing the Legion of Doom for the first time.
Yeah.
The shoulder pads.
Yeah.
I think it was an episode of Superstars, and it was just them coming out and hearing the entrance music for the first time. Like, obviously, I don't remember the entrance music verbatim, but seeing the face paint and seeing the shoulder pads, that's what I remember the most. And the big neon entranceway that they used to come through, like, for the live events in the early 90s.
Man.
The neon sign. With the big WWF. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure. I think mine, if I have to think my first memory, the story I told about my grandmother, her screaming at the TV, that goddamn dirty Jake the Snake Roberts, and then me just being aware, like, holy cow, like, she's, like, never gets excited. She's excited, so something's happening on this TV. So invest in it, look at it, see what it is, and the interviews, even then didn't, because that was he was cutting an interview and she was screaming. But the in-ring action, I do remember. And I do remember...
someone who never had to scream in his promos either.
Yeah, I mean, but excellent. exposure was old people thought it was real, and if they didn't know, if they knew it was real, they didn't act like they knew it was real. It was very fun to watch with the elderly folks.
You know, it's something I think about every time somebody says like an old person like not liking wrestling or not liking like a certain wrestler and them taking it very seriously. Do you remember that old lady that tried to punch Hogan in WCW?
She just scratched his
he's
face.
just like, come
Yeah.
on. Like he's just egging her on. And she's just like, I'm gonna get you. Oh, it was so great. He had so much heat with that woman. He just played into it the whole time. It was great.
We're gonna get into the controversial waters. Are you ready?
Oh wait.
Most overrated wrestler of all time, Braden Elliott.
Damn.
You want me to let Mike Zeke go?
Yeah.
Mike Zeke, go.
No, DC Battle, you go first because I actually have to think about this now.
I mean, I'm gonna say the Ultimate Warrior.
That's a good one.
I never had, as a kid, it was Hogan, Macho Man, straight to the Undertaker, bypassed Warrior altogether. Never was a fan of Warrior, so.
I'm gonna have to agree and say the Ultimate Warrior.
All right. Let's go 3 for 3, Mike Zeke.
You ready for me to agree with you?
Say Mason Ryan.
I think in order for it to be overrated,
no,
people
this
actually
is-
have to like
I-
To be
it.
rated
this
in
is-
general.
yeah.
People looked at him like he's got muscles, but he fucking sucks.
So, the one that is on more on the nose for me, that's as much as I want to be controversial and argue on the show, this is one that I actually truly believe. Alberto Del Rio, and I know I've mentioned that on this show before.
I'd agree with you.
I'm somebody that has said I don't think Ric Flair is overrated, but I didn't really get Ric Flair because of my age when I got to consume
No, I feel
Ric
that.
Flair.
Listen, dude, I feel the same way, and I'm older than you. My exposure to Ric Flair was when he came to WWE in the Rumble, and I never was like, "That guy's awesome." I was like, "Who's this old?"
Can I tell you who else I think
Who's
is
this old
overrated?
ass bitch?
You know who else I think is overrated?
What?
The Rock.
Yeah, okay, good. That is controversial. I love it. We're not gonna expound upon it. We're gonna move on to the next one. Most underrated wrestler of all time, Braden Elliott.
Oh boy. Owen Hart.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, it's hard to argue with Owen.
I'm not gonna.
I mean, if I had to make a case for anybody else, William Regal.
That's a great pick. I'm gonna say, and people can say whatever they want, but I still feel like to this day, Jeff Hardy's the most underrated wrestler of all time.
I thought you were going to say Jeff Jarrett.
Nope, Jeff Hardy. I think Jeff Hardy.
JEFF.
And he has got his flowers, but people don't realize what an impact he had with drawing in. Not only he brought in a lot of urban wrestling
Oh,
fans.
he did.
The people don't realize like that was their dude in that era. There was nobody else they were cheering
Dude,
for.
I went through a phase of where I only bought clothes at Hot Topic because it was the closest that I could get to Jeff Hardy.
Well, like a lot of mesh tank tops and shit.
No, I wore like the
Finger teeth.
No. I had like the jelly
Arika
beans.
teek teek
I
teek
wore the
teek.
You walking out in
I wore
public
the
with your nipples
Joker.
hanging out?
What?
You walking out in public with your nipples hanging out?
No, but like no, I just basically dressed like Jeff Hardy in public. I had like the not the choker, but it was like the monkey ball necklace. Like,
No,
I wore that.
all right, we're moving
So
on.
not the
we're
mesh
not gonna
shirt.
move on.
No, I didn't wear the mesh
I
shirt.
don't want to talk about this anymore. It's making me uncomfortable.
After
Your
you
favorite
just
wrestling
fucking
move of
juked and
all
gyrated
time.
all over us.
Your favorite wrestling move of all time, Braden Elliott.
The sharpshooter.
Sweet chin music.
God damn, mine too. There was nothing better than Michael's sweet chin. Back
You know
in
what
the
my
day.
number 2 was? The Scorpion Deathlock.
You know my
That's
number.
the sharpshooter.
The Scorpion Deathlock.
Fuck Sting.
You know what my number 2 was. That's hurtful.
He's over
Big
there.
Cal's not. He's
He's over
he's
there.
not happy. Big Cal.
I don't.
That's your buddy.
That is my
He
buddy.
drives a box truck for Laurel Foods right now. The number 2, the atomic elbow drop.
You don't disrespect Steve Borden in this house. I'll
Oh my
give
God.
you one pass.
It's gonna be a civil war up in here.
He's not as good as Bret Hart.
You're right. He's better.
No.
What's your favorite
No.
gimmick match of all time, Braden Elliott?
Hell in a Cell.
Ooh.
Hell in a Cell was my answer whenever we did this with the Big Star. And
Wait
the
a
number
second,
one
wait a
answer
second.
was the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble, yeah. Yeah.
So I got to go with the Rumble here. Because and I didn't really think of it as a gimmick match. I thought of it as it's got its
Just
own
as
wing.
match, okay.
It's its own match. But in
What's the
theory,
gimmick
it
of the
is
match?
a gimmick. Yep. So the Royal Rumble will be my favorite.
I'm going to pick something other than the Royal Rumble because we all did. And I don't think any of us were lying, but just to give a little.
Judy Bagwell on a pole match.
no, a little variety. Big Blue. The Big Blue Cage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Big
I was
Blue
like, what the
Steel
hell are you
Cage.
talking about?
Well,
I got
you were
now.
too young.
No, he probably saw bits and pieces of a black Big Blue whenever they repainted it for that Attitude Era.
I didn't know what the blue cage was until my parents bought me one for my action figures. And when I was a kid, I was like, why is it blue? And then somebody had to explain it.
What kind of weird shit is this?
Let's go into this. What was your favorite wrestling era of all time? It's a tough question. It really is.
Not for me.
It is for me.
I could just give you mine.
Go ahead.
Well, you need a second to think about yours.
No, mine was
Good.
like right from when Cody came back till probably a year ago. I don't know. I didn't live through the Attitude Era. So
No,
So
they were in
38
the
lucky as you
Netflix
guys.
era.
So 38 to Cena winning 17.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't know when that era ended, if it has.
Cena turning heel and winning his 17th championship, I think, was the start of what that era was
The-
supposed to be.
yeah.
So I think that's a good cap.
Okay.
Because things changed dramatically when Cody came back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'll take that. The Attitude Era is obviously one that people most, how do I want to say this? Have the most reverence for. That's a DC Bentley term. But mine is not the Attitude Era because, like him, he wasn't really born at that time. He's keeping up on it later in time. So
Yeah.
I was really young during the Attitude Era, so I was only allowed to watch Raw until about 10 o'clock. Or whenever the War Zone would take over, I wasn't allowed to watch past that because it was known that it was more TV 14 and I wasn't allowed to watch that. So the Ruthless Aggression Era was my era. So we're talking like 2002 to about 2008.
Purple Glove Taker.
New
Shawn
Generation.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's mine, baby. I was
10,
ten,
era, man.
listen, 10, 11, 12, and 13 years old during those years. I loved that shit, especially when Mankind came in and you got those quality of matches. You had Bret Hart. You had some of the best wrestling. I mean, WCW was known for being the kind of workhorse
Or the
That's
big
wrestling
wrestling.
Yeah, but what you saw out of those guys in that era was, I mean, even Taker went from being this kind of clumsy, methodical Frankenstein kind of guy to being, and he was really working, like throwing clotheslines, leaving his feet. So I love that. Most improved wrestler that you've ever seen, Braden Elliott.
Most improved.
Yep. Started this way, ended this way, started terrible, ended great. Or is still going and is better than they were here.
Big Cass.
All right. Solid. Mikey Zeke.
Give me yours.
Mine is Dominic Mysterio. I mean, there's
that's a
no
good
question that this dude came in and I was like, this idiot is never going to make it. These tattoos are terrible. He looks like a child. He's taller than his dad, so he's this lumbering fool to being mustache, full mullet, and just everything he does in the ring, no holes, looks clean. He reminds me a lot of the Jake Wiley appeal, with the same reason I love Jake. Small, skinny, wispy, ugly, but everything he does in that ring snaps, pops, looks good. I feel the same way about Dominic. I mean,
We're talking about somebody that we saw when they came in, we didn't think anything of, that became larger than life, in a sense.
yeah,
Roman Reigns.
Cody's another good one too. So I'm
Roman
sorry.
Reigns. You remember Liaki?
I know.
No.
Was that an NXT or
Yeah.
a Florida Championship?
Yeah, like he cut some heel promos as Roman Reigns, before he got called up. It was like shortly after that he got called up. But he was not the Shield member that I was the most excited about getting called up at that time. It was Seth Rollins. I thought Roman was solely there because of who his dad was.
Because he wasn't an indie darling.
Braden Elliott, the moment in professional wrestling that most shocked you.
Brock beating the streak.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean,
What a great answer, dude. Fuck yeah.
I can't argue with that.
Sorry,
That's-
Orange Belle's very angry.
Swell down.
I think
Pay the tax.
I'm going to give Orange Bell a barbell bar.
About Oh, he's a lunatic.
Most shocking moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue. The streak gets broken. It's hard to argue with that. But
It
for the
is,
sake of that,
I think it isn't the second one shocking too. The second one, I didn't think Roman was going to beat Taker. That was, and Taker looked like.
I mean, if I have to pick one,
looked
I
like
didn't
DC Bentley in there.
I didn't expect Goldberg to come back in his first match and beat Brock Lesnar in less than like a minute.
That's a good one, dude.
And I know, and that's just one I'm just kind of throwing out, so it's different from yours. But I mean, how do you beat most shocking moment?
What about CM Punk coming out after Randy Orton made his return at the Elimination
You
Chamber?
want to talk about fucking shocking returns? I mean, that's one we never thought we'd ever see.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that. So let's table that because that's a different category, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good Four Horsemen. If we haven't done it yet,
Let's table. This is question 24 on the wrap. So we'll table 24. We'll move on to 25. This is fun. Your favorite commentator announcer duo.
There's nothing like Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross.
we did this with Dustin.
Yeah.
I went with Gorilla and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
I mean, I answered already from previous, but what a great question, though. And I feel like there's so many, dude. Like, I feel like Iron Mike today and Don West and TNA, those dudes, if you go back, they were working their freaking butts off. Calling moves at 1,000,000 miles a minute. Don West is making jokes and telling stories, and he's so entertaining. He just
I think they were ahead of their time.
way ahead.
Yeah.
They just didn't have an audience.
Yeah.
It would be like taking the best of like Vincent Van Gogh and putting it in the smallest art gallery in New York City. Like 20 people a day are going to see it, but it doesn't mean it's not awesome.
You know,
Those guys were awesome.
You know what's crazy? I learned a lot of the names of wrestling maneuvers because of Iron Mike today.
Oh, of
Because he
course.
was very good at calling out the match, like not the match, but calling out the moves, what body part it kind of pertained to, and because of having the familiarity with him in WCW, I kind of gravitated towards that.
Yeah.
So,
This is going to be very telling. Favorite dream match you never got to see or will get to see, meaning it's not going to happen now, but it could have happened at one time. Mine is easy, but I'll let Braden go first.
Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle.
it's a good one.
Good one.
There's an excerpt I actually have. I found the magazine when I was getting things kind of cleaned up for the podcast and getting the bowels of the Bent Mike podcast in array when it was in disarray. And there's a magazine clip of dream matches, and they asked active member superstars at that time, like, who's somebody you wish you could wrestle at WrestleMania? And they asked Kurt Angle who that was, and it was Bret Hart. And he
Think of the
basically
masterclass
he
he gives
basically
it.
called Bret out in the magazine, like, get ready by WrestleMania 25. It's crazy to think because at this point Kurt's not in the company. Bret is about less than 6 months. I'm sorry, less than 6 months from coming back to WWE because he wrestled Vince at WrestleMania 26. So it's kind of crazy how things kind of worked out. If you were to ask me, I always go back and forth because there's a ton of them. Obviously, Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time, so you would think that would include Shawn, but actually doesn't. Sting and The Undertaker is a match I wish I always would have got that I never got to see.
Dude, I mean, come on.
Sting and Shawn and The Rock, Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Michaels. Like, there's so many, dude. But when I think about it, like, we were so close to getting The Undertaker and Sting. We were this fucking close, dude.
I'd rather see Taker and Abyss.
Dude, Taker and Abyss would have been fucking awesome.
Chris
and we
Parks.
were close to seeing that.
Yeah,
too.
but they put him on this with the behind the scenes shit that Netflix has. Chris Parks.
Unreal.
And they completely emasculate him. I hate that. He seems like such a pansy on that show. I hate
Oh,
him.
he
lost 50 pounds.
I don't. But he
that should have
acts
nothing to do with how
very-
somebody's portrayed on a fucking television show.
I mean, but he
I don't
acts
like the way
very-
they portray him.
Yeah,
No.
I don't either.
I think they portray him well as being somebody that cares, but I don't like how they portray everybody else, how they treat him.
This is a great discussion. We will get back into this, but I'm going to go one more question further and ask you, what is a wrestler right now on the current rosters? AEW, TNA, WWE, NXT that you want to see more of?
Boba Femi.
Nice. Good answer.
Ethan Page.
Great. I want to say Javon Evans.
That was going to be my pick, but I had a feeling that was going to be yours, so I went with
I love me
I went
some
with
Javon
Ali Go.
Evans.
Yes.
Um,
Both prevalent superstars in the Bent Mike Federation, which we'll have another episode coming in the coming weeks.
Yeah, we got another pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a special guest for that
Awesome.
pay-per-view.
All right. Little teaser for you.
You may have a star that's large.
Let's go into Braden Elliott, your favorite WWE rivalry of all time.
Triple H versus Randy Orton.
Awesome. Fucking awesome. Love it. Mike Zeke.
John Cena versus Edge.
Mine is Undertaker versus Shawn, the period of time between the Royal Rumble and the Hell in the Cell. Wait. Hell in the Cell, Royal Rumble.
Mania when he drops to Austin.
Yes, but Taker wasn't in that one. So
Correct.
that series leading up to where Brett hit Taker,
So SummerSlam to the Rumble.
that arc. That was
Yeah.
my favorite of all time. If you go back and watch that rivalry, you would swear that Big Cow and Sean Hickenbottom really hated each other and were trying to kill each other. It was awesome.
Big Cow really hated Sean Hickenbottom at that time.
I'm sure Sean hated him too. Favorite wrestling poster of all time, Braden Elliott. Now you weren't around when posters that's kind of a dated thing, and I apologize, but that's on here. But I'm sure you had a few in your room.
Yes.
Which one was your favorite?
Are you talking pay-per-view posters or just...
No. Posters that you had hung in your actual bedroom. Or wanted to hang in your bedroom. That's,
I had one of WrestleMania 26 that was hanging in my room for years. Years. Till it practically fell apart. So I'll just go with that.
All right. Mike Z.
Tori Wilson laying on the WCW mat with the Booker autograph on her leg. Because that hung in my room for a very long time. I just hung it up with tacks. I didn't even have it in like a case. I didn't realize what I had. But I loved Tori Wilson. So that's probably my favorite one. Honorable mention is the No Mercy pay-per-view. I believe it was 2007. It was the Cena Torres Peck. They gave Randy the title. He wrestled Triple H. Triple H won the title. Then they wrestled again in the final, in the main event. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Triple H wrestled, I think, 3 times on that pay-per-view. So I think it was No Mercy 2007. But it's just Randy with like a dove in his hands.
Mm-hmm. I know.
That's like my favorite pay-per-view
Are we talking
poster.
about like posters that you had on the wall, or just posters in general?
And those are 2 posters that I
No,
did have on
posters.
my walls. But like a poster
The
that
general
you had-
idea is posters that you have on the wall. But if you had one that you wish you could have purchased and you would have hung it on your wall, you could include that.
Then,
So-
okay, there's one when Edge and Christian went to AEW, and it was like half of each of their faces, and then a bunch of pictures of them together in their lifetime in the center,
and we ripped it off for the anniversary show of me and Jake, and a bunch of pictures of us as Rad Boys in the center. It's just like
It'd
one
be
of the
cool to get
coolest
them side
posters.
by side. That'd be
Yes.
really cool.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you feel the need to put Jake Whiteley over? He is a scumbag.
He
No, I'm
is,
just
but-
kidding.
Okay.
Mine, Spencer's Gift, went in, scroll through the posters, black and white Sting, hung it on my wall. My favorite, he had the mechanics gloves
Mm-hmm.
and the WCW big gold.
Big gold, baby.
Fuck yeah, man. My favorite, that was my favorite poster. The last question is question 30, and I thank you guys for hanging in there with me for 30 straight consecutive questions. It's a real simple question with a very complicated answer. I'd like you to try, if you can, the answer in one sentence. It's a challenge. Braden Elliott, why are you a professional wrestling fan?
It's something that, no matter what, is always there for me.
Fuck yeah, good answer. Mike, Zeke, do you have one sentence that sums up why you are a professional wrestling fan?
It loved me when nobody else did.
Good. Mine would be I love the pageantry and the drama. It's everything that you want movies, television, stagecraft to be all in one. So this is another little rapid fire segment we're gonna do. This is word association. So first name or word that comes to mind. This is really quick. We'll go back and forth between the two of you. Whenever you guys are ready, we can start. Let me know. Number 1, TLC.
Breathtaking.
Car wreck.
All right. Royal Rumble.
Fun.
Mesmerizing.
In your house.
Old.
Fun.
U.S. title.
America.
Poor man's IC title.
That works. I'll allow it. X Division.
Groundbreaking.
All right. Braden Elliott.
Innovative.
Mask.
Kane.
Mysterious.
Elbow drop.
Savage.
Macho.
Nice. Babyface.
Cena.
Steamer.
All right. Over.
I'm just gonna say admiration.
Admiration. All right.
It's one word association for what that means.
Like over. I would say Hulk Hogan all day, every day, because he was very over.
Cena.
All right. Was that not a good one?
No, it was. I went from, should I pick a word that just kind of means the association, or should I pick somebody?
It can be a name or a word.
All right.
Number 10, cruiserweight title.
Blah.
Booyaka.
I would say Ray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said one word, so I figured everybody knows what that means.
Number 13, WCW Nitro.
Bro.
All right.
That perfectly encapsulates the time frame when you saw it. Revolutionary.
Great. Inferno. That's what I think.
Kane.
It's a good one too.
Burn.
All right. Chair shot.
Maven.
Brock.
Brothers.
Of Destruction.
Yeah, good. I like that.
Hardys.
Yeah, that's good too. Hardcore.
Holly.
Good.
Wrestling.
Six-sided ring. First thing that pops them.
Different.
All right.
Misunderstood.
Top rope.
High spot.
All right.
Suplex.
And finally, undeniable.
Cody.
Braden Elliott.
All right. That was the word association.
The following announcement has been paid for by VI Pizza.
All right, welcome back to the Bet Mike Podcast After Dark. We are going to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This is the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Edge Edition.
Sponsored by
VI Pizza, Dustin Vipon, the finest eatery in the Tri-County area. Have you been?
I have plenty of times. Best pizza around. Best wings too.
What's your favorite wing flavor? Standard Buffalo?
Standard Buffalo.
I figured you were a fucking Standard Buffalo guy.
Shout out.
He's a great buffalo chicken pizza.
Oh yeah, buffalo chicken pizza is good.
I recommend the American Nightmare pizza.
So the way we're going to orchestrate this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire challenge is you, Braden Elliott, and my co-host Mike Zeke are going to be on a team and ask you the questions. If you get stumped or stuck, you can use one of your three lifelines. That is the Bentley bailout, which is a ample hint. You can use the Ask AI, where you just plug it into your phone, ask the same question I asked you into your AI, into your phone, take whatever answer it gives you, or the 50-50. So this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Edge Edition. Are you guys ready for $100?
Yes.
You just writing down the answers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll
All right.
write down the questions. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'll give you the 4 multiple choice answers, then you tell me which one.
Okay.
For $100, Edge's real name is what? A, Andrew Michael Koppel. B, Andrew William Bennett. C, Adam Joseph Copeland. D, Jason Kyle Russo. Or Russo.
C.
Yeah, see.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
For $100, that is the correct answer. C, Adam Joseph Copeland. Are you ready for the next question for $500?
Mhm.
Edge, Adam Copeland was born in what town? A, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. B, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. C, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Or D, Orangeville, Toronto, Canada.
D. Orangeville.
That is correct. Of course, he was billed from where when he wrestled, you know?
Toronto.
You're damn right. So the fact that you guys circumvented the difficult question, I got tripped up on that one. For $1,000, which name did Edge not go by as a wrestler? Letter A, Axel Cobain. B, Adam Impact. C, Sexton Hardcastle. Or D, Damon Stryker.
A.
A, Axel Cobain is the correct answer. You guys are on fire. $2,000. What famous wrestler is cited or credited with training Edge? A, Bret the Hitman Hart. B, Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. C, Terry Funk. D, Johnny Rods.
I want to say D.
Give me them one more time.
A. Bret the Hitman Hart. B. Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. C. Terry Funk. D. Johnny Rods.
It's B or D.
It's C. Terry Funk.
Are you
Oh, yeah. Well, hold on.
It's
Hold on. Dory trained him, and he trained with Ron Hutchison. He broke into the wrestling business through Bret Hart. I think we should use one of our lifelines here. We're at 4. It's 10 questions total, right?
10, yeah.
I know it sounds like it's a little early, but I feel confident that if we do the 50-50,
Okay.
based on the 50-50, we'll get the answer. So let's use our 50-50.
50-50 is going to eliminate question C, or answer C and answer D. You have left Bret the Hitman Hart or B, Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker.
It's A, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Final answer for $2,000.
Yeah,
A, Bret the Hitman Hart is the correct answer. Bret the Hitman Hart is credited with training him. Now, how much or how often, we don't know, but he did train at the dojo.
I thought it was just that.
Well, Terry Funk being in there threw me off because he did train with Dory at the Funkin' Dojo for a little bit during his early tenure with WWF.
Yeah.
But, all right, for number
$4,000. As a child, Edge, Adam Copeland, would travel to the Toronto Sky Dome to witness what pay-per-view live? A, the Royal Rumble. B, SummerSlam 1990. C, the Survivor Series. Or D, WrestleMania 6.
D. Go ahead.
D is the correct answer. WrestleMania 6. You guys are lighting it up. $8,000. Edge has received a diploma from Humber College in what field? A, exercise science. B, radio broadcasting. C, stage acting and performance. Or D, modern music theory.
B. I think it's B. Now, if we say B and it's wrong, we lose everything.
Humber College in what field?
I feel like he was on the radio.
Can you list them again?
A, exercise science. B, radio broadcasting. C, stage acting and theater performance. Or D, modern music theory.
We use the 50-50. You can
do
either
the-
ask AI or do the Bentley bailout. We're on the 6th question. So after this, we have 4 left. I mean, I think of the answers, B is probably right. Like, that's my...
I think so.
What, you want to just go with B? If we lose it all, we lose it all. We start over.
Are you down to do that? Or use the Bentley bailout?
Okay. Let's do the Bentley bailout. Let's go ahead and use it.
I'm going to say that your intuition is extremely accurate when it comes to this
knew it.
particular question. So go with your gut.
Are you saving us from using our question?
I can. I'll save you from the bailout.
B.
That is correct. Radio broadcasting was his field. For $16,000 before becoming famous, Christian, Gage, and Edge would form an independent tag team in Canada known as what? A, the Metalheads. B, the Flatliners. C, Party Animals. Or D, Hard Impact.
Impact.
D. Hard Impact.
For $1,600, that is correct. Hard Impact is the right answer. $50,000 after, whoops.
That was $16,000. And now we're going to 50?
50, yep.
From 16,000?
To 50, yep.
Wow, that's a lot of dough. A lot of bet Mike bucks.
That's right. After using the song Never Gonna Stop by Rob Zombie, Edge personally solicited a song from the Alter Bridge lead singer to use called Metalingus. Who was that singer? A, Scott Stapp. B, Brent Smith. C, Matt Walsh. Or D, Miles Kennedy.
Can you read them again?
I know it if you...
A, Scott Stapp. B, Brent Smith. C, Matt Walsh. Or D, Miles Kennedy.
Okay. Go ahead.
D.
That is correct. D, Miles Kennedy is the lead singer for Alter Bridge. Any idea who Matt Walsh is?
Did Alice in Chains?
I have no idea.
No.
How about Brent Smith?
In this moment, no.
Wait a second. Was
Scott Stapp was Creed.
Scott Stapp was Creed? Was Matt Walsh one of the singers for? I hate everything.
Pop? No, that's not Pop.
3 Days
It's
Grace?
3 Days
Yeah,
Grace.
isn't it one of them?
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. That is Matt Walsh.
That's him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, $25,000. Or sorry, $250,000. Edge held the WWE Tag Team Championship titles how many times? A is going to be 12, B 10, C 20, or D 15.
It's A or B.
Read it again.
Edge has held the WWE Tag Team Championship titles how many times? A is going to be 12, B is 10, C is 20, and D is 15.
I don't want to say it's 15, but we have 2 questions left with 2 lifelines left.
It's definitely A or B. Which is, so it's 10 or 12.
What do you want to ask AI?
Let's go ahead and ask AI.
Go ahead. You can use either one of your phones, plug it into the ask
Go
it,
ahead
and then
take
see
care
it.
of this.
Will it answer it so we can hear the speaker?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Excellent. That's how we like
Gives us some Good. way, yeah.
Go ahead.
interactives.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How many times has Edge been WWE Tag Team Champion? She didn't say. Hey Siri. How many times has Edge Adam Copeland been WWE Tag Team Champion? Adam Copeland has won the WWE Tag Team Championships. B. 12 times.
Well, that's A, but yes, 12
Or A,
times.
sorry. A. 12.
All right, and here we go. We are at the final $1 million question. In 2000, Edge made his big screen debut in what major motion picture? A. Bending All the Rules. B. Money Plane. C. Highlander Endgame. Or D. Dumb Luck.
We have a Bentley bailout, don't we?
Correct.
In 2000.
Yep. In 2000, Edge made his big screen debut in what major motion picture? Bending All the Rules, Money Plane, Highlander Endgame, or Dumb Luck?
Yeah, I think that's right.
We have a Bentley.
We should use it. We should. Hey, DC Bentley, you might bail us out here.
Sure.
Philly $1 million question.
I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings. I have no rivals. No man can be my equal. So that is the theme song to Highlander.
Highlander, okay.
So
I've never seen it.
Bending All the Rules, Money Plane, Highlander Endgame, or Dumb Luck?
C. Highlander. Final answer.
That is correct. Highlander Endgame was Adam Copeland, Edge's debut. Excellent. Went through the whole shebang. Got the $1 million. That's payable upon delivery.
How many barbell bars is that? Bear bell bars.
A whole stack of them. Lou, so we are trying to kind of establish our own individual identity on YouTube, Instagram, the social media outlets, and we recognize that we're not the only ones out there talking about the relevant and the irrelevant. So we want to pay homage with this week's Four Horsemen to those individuals that are out there doing it and doing it well. Let's talk about our Four Horsemen wrestling-related YouTube channels.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
well, I could ask the two of you a question.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
please.
Have you guys watched Dark Side of the Ring this season?
Yes.
I've seen clips. but
You haven't watched
it's
full
on the
episodes.
docket to watch the full episode. But I've watched my fair share of clips.
I don't want to spoil anything, although I feel like you already know the story and how it plays out, everything like that.
The Jeff Jarrett one?
Yes.
Oh, I've seen all 3 episodes.
all 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm late to the game.
So I mean,
Oh,
come
it's
on.
so good, dude.
I won't be by the
It's
time
so
this
good.
comes out.
So
but
good. I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, like probably one of my favorites.
Now,
that
see,
they
I
put
met
out.
Jeff Jarrett when he was at the peak of his addiction. So I had a different relationship to that time in his life because I thought that was pretty cool. He gave me a 6-pack, which was nice.
you boys want a Bud Light?
Yeah, that's
Lime?
right, exactly. Naked in the shower, and I was like, never had a naked Jeff Jarrett offer me a Bud Light Lime.
I love hearing the big bar say that
It's
line. You boys want a Bud Light Lime?
But thankfully, sober now, and we appreciate sobriety and recovery
Yes.
and 12 steps and all the good stuff. But what did you
Thoughts on the episode? Like,
I mean,
let's debate it.
I feel like, listen, it wasn't a TNA story, if we're being honest. It was a Jeff Jarrett story. So, I mean,
Jeff
that's
Jarrett and his fight for TNA, I believe. was
correct.
the-
Yeah. So there was some things that happened in the time periods where Jeff wasn't there that were noteworthy that maybe should have been included. Because there was some, I mean, TNA, they can say it's the little engine that couldn't. But them motherfuckers are still around right now, and
Like
there are a
cockroaches
lot.
will die.
Exactly. So there's something to be said about their staying power, and they're not staying if they're not producing something. So those periods of time when Jeff just wasn't there or wasn't around, there was stuff going on, and there were some unsung heroes. Obviously, always AJ Styles gets touted to the highest regard. Samoa Joe's another one, but there were your Sanjay Dudds. Your
Eric Young.
I mean, Amazing Red,
Amazing
Eric
Red.
Young.
Kazarian.
I like
Kurt
the-
Angle, Mr. Kennedy, Jeff Jarrett,
ODB.
Bully Ray.
Let
There's
me
a
put
lot of
this
good
thought
guys
out
there. Yeah, let's hear it.
ODB.
What if Jeff Jarrett never comes in, never goes out? He never loses any power.
Okay.
What do you think it looks like?
Hard to tell, dude.
We don't think we see Hulk Hogan. I think they.
I'm not saying you don't see Hulk Hogan,
I do.
but I don't ever think they get rid of the 6-sided ring.
No,
I think that really, really hurt them.
Hogan and Bischoff coming in was more of a detriment than a positive for TNA. So,
You can't argue that for sure.
and Dixie kind of getting in her head that she knew better than people that have been in the business longer than she's had a cup of coffee in the business.
But
You know, it's her money, her company. She can do what she wants. But
if Jeff Jarrett never leaves, Dutch Bantel never leaves, Jim Cornette probably doesn't leave,
Vince Russo probably doesn't leave.
we probably never get Bischoff on the.
I
creative
mean,
team.
I think if
Hogan's
Jarrett
probably never
stays,
on the
we
creative
never
team.
see Bischoff or Hogan. We might have seen Brock at that point, potentially, because Brock was potentially going to come over and join TNA for a little bit. There was a lot of guys that they didn't get because of who was kind of running the ship at that
Like
They
point.
Paul
got,
Heyman.
they got a lot of. I mean, look,
Paul Heyman.
you're missed. They
That's
didn't
another
talk
one.
about like the Magnus era
Mm-hmm.
when they had him. They had the what's his name was Taylor.
Rob Taylor.
Rob Taylor, yeah. Petey Williams.
You're talking about Team Canada.
Well, I
That's
mean,
like
listen,
part
there-
of Team Canada.
none of that stuff was really
Sans Magnus.
expounded upon. There were areas and hallways
Well-
in that company that should be explored to tell the real history.
Dark Side of the Ring is always about highlighting the negatives. They're not really highlighting the positives. They might in a vignette, they might in a little like, hey, in the early days this was blah 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 blah. Chris Jericho narrating the whole thing, and then this happened. Like they're not talking about the positives. They were talking about the positives. They were talking about how the X Division breathed new life into cruiserweight wrestling. Even though cruiserweight wrestling was happening on WWE television, it was different. The six-sided ring was different. Everything TNA was doing was different, and they did not have nearly the scale that WWE did, but they continue to grow as they continue to push forward. And there was a reason why. I'm not saying Jeff Jarrett was the sole reason that was why,
He was
but
a
he was
large
a big
contributor.
fucking part of that.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
All right,
so you ready
Alan's
to head into
bound.
the four horsemen? You ready to head into that? now?
let's do it.
Alan's Bow. Thanks for coming on, dude. We really appreciate you being here with us. For real.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Horsemen.
me.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
So, I have mine, and Braden, if you want to go with your number one, and we'll follow suit.
Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette experience
Or the drive-through.
or the drive-through. But
Jim Cornette experience.
Very good. Very good choice. Michael Z.
love that Danhausen. I enjoy his channel, man. I enjoy. We just watched one with Charlie the other night where he was making croissants.
Croissant?
Yeah,
Flowers bound?
it's croissants.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Word?
Word.
Yeah. Great. Mine is Chris Van Vliet. That's you know, I mean, Four Horsemen, they're all important. They all play their role. So, I couldn't put him at number 1 or number 4, but he's definitely up there. I watch everything he does. So, number 2.
Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just
I was
agree
gonna
with
say that the first
all
time.
three of you here. Yeah. He's had some really good interviews with some people that, whether they're, wherever they land on the
I
card.
mean, he
Sometimes
got
I'm
Heidenreich.
surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
He got Heidenreich.
He got Heidenreich. He gets some obscure interviews. He gets really great content, man, and like what he is putting out is what we obviously aspire to do with what we do together here, and anytime we bring somebody on, but just to be something different, the alternative. But Chris has certainly made a name for himself in the podcast world, in the wrestling world, and kudos to him for that.
Yeah. General Entertainment, too. I mean, he interviews people outside of wrestling, too, which is always a good listen. He's a great interviewer. My number 2 is What Culture Ups and Downs with Simon Miller. I like that.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Simon Miller.
I've seen Simon Miller.
All right, number 3.
83 weeks with Eric Bischoff.
It's a good one. He's a little slender now. I'm worried about Eric. He's a little slender right now. He needs to maybe eat something, maybe a corn on the cob or something.
You think that's what he's missing?
Why something carbs is fucking wasting away.
I don't think there's any nutritional value in corn.
There's not, but it's delicious. It's cone, and it has starches in it. It's a little carbohydrate.
It has the juice.
Cone. Yeah, it does have the juice. Like Z.
The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
See, I don't watch that one with a lot of regularity, though. You watch it every
I'm
week?
not as regularly as I used to, but I still try to keep up with the boys and what they've been doing. So
And that is
Matt Cardona,
and Zack Ryder.
that's the
Or
same person.
Woo woo. Woo.
Brian Myers, aka
Take
Kurt
care.
Hawkins,
Spike your hair.
and Smart Mark Sterling.
Take care.
Yes,
Spike your hair.
they got me through a lot during COVID times.
Yeah.
I will say that. So shout out to their channel.
Number 3,
No.
Dirty Dutch Mantels.
This is your number 3.
Yep.
Okay, Dirty Dutch.
I like it.
It's
Do
a
you
good
like
one.
his?
I do.
With that little English chap?
Yep.
That guy shits on everybody.
He does shit on it.
I really, he loves tea.
I don't
The
get it.
British love tea, and he's always talking with the
Is
tea.
it fucking Lord Alfred Hayes?
No, I forget what his name is. Dustin Rydell, I think. What is his
I
name?
think
Welcome to WWF. Bret Hart is in the ring. Did you ever see him?
Well, that's why
eat-
he was gossiping.
Did you ever see him drink Hulk Hogan's Python powder and then throw up on camera? Did you
Yeah.
see that?
No, yeah, I did
He
see.
takes a sip of it. He's
No,
like,
I saw Mean
And he
Gene
takes off.
drink a shake that had eggshells in it.
it was
Oh.
yeah. I have a
Yuck.
old Hulkamania VHS tape, and it's Hogan talking about his Python powder and how he makes his shakes. The only thing I really remember from it, other than Vince being like, "Oh, it's not bad," and then pointing out that it was like flesh color, was Lord Alfred Hayes getting sick and walking off camera to throw up, and Hulk Hogan saying that you don't use milk because milk is for babies. You use spring water.
I heard Arnold say, "I don't drink milk. Milk is for babies. You drink beer."
You think he was using beer for his protein shake?
He had a lot of really cool
Sided D-ball.
little. He would mix schnapps in with his
Yeah.
protein shakes because alcohol is a vascular expander. So when it opens your veins, you get more of the nutrients into the muscle. I mean, that's way ahead of your time.
We should lift after the show.
Tonight.
No, just going forward.
I don't know.
You'll have me here more often.
I'm in no shape to lift usually. I need a day to recover after these things. Number 3 for you.
Didn't we skip 3? Or is this 4?
This would be 4 for you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This was 3 for you. This would be 4 for
Gotcha.
you, my friend.
Okay. Maven Huffman.
Good choice.
Good choice.
What was his music?
Yeah.
Was it?
Who does
Same
the
thing.
Big Star?
Yes.
Dave Daniels. And
Yeah.
So number 4, you said Maven Huffman.
Yep.
I'm going to say click this with Kevin Nash.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Did you say,
Yeah.
You know, here's what I'll
Is
say
it the
about that.
stuttering? Is it the, well, we were going to, well,
Yeah,
Not
that,
to-
and it's just like Kevin Nash. Like I'm just so over
Well,
Kevin Nash.
you're right. He was over. That's why he is.
No, I'm just over Kevin Nash.
wait a second. I will say this.
Big Kev.
I feel like sometimes Nash is not all like they're into it. Like Sean Oliver works really hard to get what he gets out of Nash, which is unfair. I feel like in a lot of ways for Oliver. Like if I had to prod somebody to get that kind of shit out of him, I don't know if I'd enjoy going to work every day, doing that. So and there are some days when Nash is great, but he's and I get that he's been through an awful lot, lost friends, lost a child, and I can't ever put myself in that mindset of what that would be like. But it seems very forced a lot of times, which takes me sometimes out of it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be a burden listening to something that somebody doesn't want to broadcast.
What I like about how he clips his shows is I don't watch the whole podcast all the way through. I'll watch the stuff that's clipped that I want to watch. Because he's got a great mind for the business still to this day. So there's a lot of stuff that he drops in his shows that I really like retaining, I'll say. So, but that's why got a lot of love for Big Kev on my end. Who's number 4 for you, DC?
Cody Rhodes. I feel like the Cody Rhodes podcast.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah,
Forgot about that one. It's a good one.
I feel like I watch it every single time it airs, so I mean I can't not put it on there. But
it's a good honorable mention for me.
All right. We go Rumble. Yep. This is a real quick question before we close out. Motor City Machine Guns. Never given a fair shake in WWE or were signed after their prime.
Signed after their prime.
I don't think they were after their prime, but I definitely think it was a little too late signing them. I still think they have some stuff to give. You can argue they might be out of their prime, but I think a couple of matches with some high-profile tag teams will make you think differently of the Machine Guns. And we kind of got a taste of that with their first couple of matches when they first debuted. But
were they victim of the old Vince McMahon rubric? Just too small?
I don't know what happened with the Machine Guns, dude. It was the right show. It was the right circumstance. They won the tag titles in the first 6 weeks of being on the shows. I don't know what the right answer is, dude. They had a WrestleMania match, but I don't know what the.
What's your gut tell you,
Or
Braden Elliott?
Did they have a WrestleMania match?
They were there after
They
Vince
did. I don't
left.
remember. Yeah, but I mean, not Vince had anything to do with it. Just did they not get a fair shake, or do you think it was just too late for them?
I think it was too late.
Well, because Vince was out by the time they joined.
I remember like
He would have been kind of still because he left and came back, and they were on the roster by then.
I feel like the really, really good Motor City Machine Guns, where they were going back and forth with Beer Money and TNA, like 2010, 2011. Like at the time, it was like they were rated like 2 best tag teams in the world,
Oh,
and those were like
100%.
best tag team matches. Like PWI, not
mean,
just me saying that. Like
There are people who still say that Alex Shelley is the most technical wrestler they've ever been in the ring. I mean, these are no joke wrestlers. I mean, we're talking about your Sami Zayn's, your Kevin Owens.
and you might have every right to, be called that.
But
I was always a big fan of Alex Shelley.
Yeah.
Chris Sabin's no slouch. himself,
No,
though.
he's not. And
Very entertaining.
I'm glad they both got their just due. They both got heavyweight title runs in TNA. two guys in the company that meant a whole lot at that, not necessarily just at that time, but in the time prior, the team that they, created and what they were able to do as a team, as singles, while they were still a team. It's exciting to just kind of see where they go next. I mean, I know they're a little older, but I still think they have a lot to give.
Sure.
And I don't think it's the last we've seen of the Machine Guns.
Well, I want to take this final moment to wish peace and prosperity on all that Braden Elliott as you go into a very emotional and stressful and potentially rewarding weekend in this triple threat match that you have going on for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship title. Peace and prosperity on you, because you wished that on the Bent Mike podcast, and you have always been an active participant in all of our shenanigans, which we humbly appreciate you playing along. Hopefully you feel like you get a return of investment with what we can offer you. So we love you. Mike Zeke, I'm going to tell it to you like I tell it to him, like I tell it to producer Courtney. May you all live as long as you want, but not want for as long as you live. And I'll say goodnight, Mike Zeke.
DC Bentley, I love you. Braden Elliott, I love you. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Block out all the noise. I know you'll put your best effort forward, and we'll all be watching. Good luck, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on another edition of the Bet and Mike After Dark. We love you. Later.